Well, Rhys, there's a lot to get through after that one, so we'll go through it chronologically. Once again, you're in a situation where Chris Venables gets sent off after 7 minutes. Your opinion on that decision?
Well, I just can't believe it's happened 2 weeks running for starters, and I feel for Chris because emotionally it's tough for him. I think I've watched it back. I think it's very soft, but it is what it is. I don't really want to say too much about it because I'm gobsmacked really that it's happened 2 weeks running. Whether they should be Reds or they shouldn't be, I'm just shocked that it's happened 2 weeks running.
What was going through your mind at that point, and how much did that change the complexion of this game?
Well, I didn't see it at the time, so I didn't think it was a foul in the first place, which caused all the problem. But I just didn't see it. So then when I saw the red come up, I just presumed he'd said something. And then obviously I've watched it back now albeit on a mobile phone, which is not ideal. I don't want to say too much more.
Well, Andy, that feels like a very valuable point on the road for Britain Ferry, but what's your opinion?
It is. When you first look at the fixture, any point away from home, any point against Pen-y-bont is a really good point. Obviously, situation becomes a bit different when they have a man sent off, but credit to Pen-y-bont, they've defended unbelievable all game. We've missed too many key moments not to take the 3 points, and to be fair to them, they've stuck theirs away on the break, and we've had to dig in to really get something from the game, to be honest with you.
How do you feel your team reacted after that then, and do you feel that James Crowell's goal, did that come at the perfect time for you?
Yeah, it did, because actually I thought that we were the better team for the rest of the first half until 5 minutes before James scored, and I started to think they're starting to make inroads now. We were losing our shape a little bit, and then out of nothing James scores a wonderful goal. And obviously second half it was probably a little bit more backs against the wall, but again for the third week running and the second week with 10 men for most of the game, we've hardly conceded any chances whatsoever. Lots of set pieces, and they were big at the end, so we did magnificently well to not concede. And obviously the chance of the game we had right at the death, which unfortunately nowhere at the target, but he couldn't put it away.
The penalty though, Andy, how much of a lifeline did that give you?
Yeah, of course, but that says it all. We've had to score a pen, we couldn't break them down. So, again, it was a lifeline. It was hope that we could go on and win it, but not to be.
Andy Dye just alluded to it there, the fact that it was a penalty that got the point for Britain Ferry in the end. What was your opinion on that decision?
It was just limbs everywhere, and I couldn't really make out. I remember thinking at the time that we shouldn't have let it get that far. The centre-back stepped in, and I just felt that we could have pressed him earlier than we did. But obviously there's a lot of tired bodies out there. I felt like it was a penalty at the time, but like I said, there's limbs everywhere, and I'm not sure.
Not long to go now until the split, Andy. So, how do you assess Britain Ferry's situation at the moment?
Well, we need to try and strengthen in the next few weeks. We need to get players back fit. There's 6 or 7 key top players that we're missing. One or the other we have to do to try and help the group and support us to obviously get ready for that last 10 shootout. We have 2 games to go before that point, for that period. So the truth is we have to focus on what that next game is. That's going to be a tough task at home to Barry Town. So that's where we'll be now.